This is Bev, and welcome to the Path of Currency. Today's video, I have 96 8-mod maps of Cemetery to run Legion. I'm running either Gilded or Polished Legion because the price for Gilded was cheaper for the most part until people ran out, and then I just finished with Polished. Additionally, I'm running Divination Scarabs Polished because Gilded is about twice the price, but you don't only get 50% more cards. I have my favorite set to Cemetery. I'm just going to sell Cemeteries back. I think they're like 60 for one div, but they should move quickly. For my maps, I have all 8 modded maps. These cost me 15 chaos each. The price on these is going up, but I think it'll still be worth it. For my compasses, I have a Shrine compass for Gloom Shrine, Legion Encounter, Legion Duplicate, and Essence. So this strategy is mostly revolving around Legion and Essence. I bought 16 used compasses just because they were about the same price, but it's a lot less effort, and I only need to buy 6 at a time. We can get into my tree. It is I would say Legion trees are pretty standard. I have all the Legion points that are important. I don't have the generals because I probably won't even bother with the generals. And I'm taking all of the obvious Legion choices, so not much to talk about there. I have all the Essence nodes. I'll be using Kirac's map device on Essence. I am spec'd into the red guy. I have all the map drop nodes, and I have some Shrine investment. The goal of Gloom Shrine is for it to aid us in popping Legions. Hopefully the Legions will die really quickly and we will do fast maps, but we'll see. The maps might take 6 minutes or they might take 4. I am not really sure. Might depend on how much loot I pick up as well. Anyway, that is the tree. Nothing crazy going on. I'm blocking some stuff just to get more Legions. Ran out of points. If I had more points, I'd probably block more things. Technically, I don't really need shrines, but I like shrines a lot. I have finished running the 100 maps, and here is the loot showcase. I dropped 2 keys, and I dropped a whole bunch of stack decks, a lot of incubators. I'm really not sure if these are going to sell or not, so I'm going to spend the next 50 minutes selling these to see if they do, and figure out the spreadsheet regarding that. I dropped 3 stashes and 1 gift, and I dropped a few good uniques. The Reliquary Scarab may not be worth it, but I just run it anyway because I think it's fun to be able to drop more uniques. I dropped this Fractured Bow from a Legion mob, which is a spine bow with flaring. It's worth about 5 divine, but I won't count that. Here are all the emblems. I have all the splinters hidden except for Marika, and I only have Marika showing at stacks of like 6 or higher. Most of these came from the ability to drop splinters as a full emblem. And then some scarabs are littered in here too. Here are all the currencies. I dropped 9 divine and 10 exalted. I was using incubators throughout this test. I was using ornate, and I was also using the stack deck incubators. And here are my map returns. I dropped around 350 cemeteries. These are priced at 60 for 1 divine right now. I'll be selling those as well in the next few minutes. And here is my essence tab. Alright, so I'm going to spend the next few minutes trying to sell this stuff to make sure that it's liquid so I can include it or not in the spreadsheet. Alright, I was able to sell all of my 5-way sets almost instantly on the TFT Want to Buy channel. I sold them 5 sets for 1 divine, which was kind of like, it was a bad deal, but it was fast. So I just took it. So that's easy money. I made 11 divines from selling all my sets. I did need to buy some green sets to fill out my emblems, so I subtracted that from the profit. And I've already sold 6 sets of 60 maps. I'm down to this much. I was able to sell my Calgurin incubators, and nothing else has sold, so I will just list everything here as around 200 chaos. Even though it's a bit more, I'd rather list things on the spreadsheet as cheaper rather than more expensive, so it doesn't look clickbaity. And speaking of the spreadsheet, I have that up right here. So the total revenue from doing these 96 maps was 70 divines, and the cost was 28. These numbers are obtained from excellence, and I subtracted certain things. So like this is the total cost in excellence, and then I subtracted the fossils because it added those in, and I already have fossils counted. And then this is the Exarch maps, and these are the Reliquary keys. For the essences, I just took the excellence price and multiplied it by 0.9 because that's what people do if you're trying to sell in TFT, and then I added the corrupted essences. As for the fossils, it's multiplied by 0.8. The scarabs are multiplied by 0.84, and I listed the incubators right here. I have my sets listed here that I've already sold these, and everything else is just the Brother's Gift and the stacked decks. So that's where the 70 divines came from. Overall, it was 150% ROI. It's probably even more. There's more stuff I dropped that I didn't list here, but this is just the baseline, what you can expect. It took me around 3.5 minutes to run each map, and I added half a minute for loading screen and for applying incubators, which brings us to 6.3 divines per hour. So when I say each map took me 3.5 minutes, I want to put a disclaimer here. My build is pretty good at doing Legion. I can clear the entire Legion in about 10 seconds, and I can loot the chests while I clear the next Legion. You're going to need a build designed for killing Legion in order to get your time similar to this. So if your time is slower, you will make less per hour, but you should still make the same overall. I just want to put a disclaimer here because my build is very effective at clearing Legion, as you'll see in the map showcase. I was kind of underwhelmed with Legion. Everyone keeps saying how Legion is the best, and I thought Legion was okay. It was fun to do. I enjoyed doing it. It wasn't the best money per hour. There are other things you can do to make more money, but it was a good, consistent returns. One issue I have with Legion is that it drops literally everything. It's going to be more annoying to sell than like just a harvest strat because you have to sell your fossils, you have to sell your essences, you have to sell your scarabs. There's just so many things to sell that I would say Legion is not an S plus strategy. It is more of just like a B tier. So that's what I have to say about Legion. Was the Legion compass worth it that duplicated our emblems? I would say yes. It was basically free money. You should always be running this if you're running Legion. And that's about all I have to say for Legion. So, would I recommend Legion? I think Legion was okay. It was fun. It wasn't the best, but I would recommend it in case you're looking for something new. Just have your stash tabs ready. Alright, this is my third map, and I've figured out a pretty good way to clear the maps. So I'm just going to be looking for the Gloom Shrine and then popping all the legions. That seems to be the general strategy I have right now. For essences, most of them are corrupt, so I don't have to worry too much about corrupting them myself. So we are looking for the Gloom Shrine. There's the Gloom Shrine. Alright, now we can just pop open all the legions. The shrine lasts around 2 minutes because I have the goal, so I'm not in a huge rush. Here's the first legion. I was earlier saving the legions for the end, but I found myself running around during the timer with nothing to do, so now I can kill the lot mobs and pop the legion at the same time. May need to edit my filter a little bit more. With legion farming, you really want to have a strict filter so that you're not getting stun locked by all the drops. Curious to see how good Essence is, since I can't really corrupt any of them due to the Sextant. Oh boy, there's a Divine Shrine. Somehow I didn't die there. Right, finish up with the legions. The legion bosses don't matter that much. If they bug out, their drops are pretty much meaningless. I'm not running Gilded for the Legion bosses. The Gilded Scarabs were just cheaper than the polished. and that is the map. All right, thank you for watching. Peace.